Hey, Lena from Sweden here. How are y'all doing? I have some cramps and I'm really tired, but I did get inspiration to make a video clip anyways. And there's I also wanted to try to make a video clip a week for a month just to see what it's like, because I love to express myself, and even though I feel like shit, I feel like sometimes it's healing for me to express myself. And there's an idea or a theory that I've been carrying for like a week that I thought I'd try sharing. And it's about the correlation between intelligence and pain. And this whole definition is also interesting. First of all, I was thinking about the development all over the world right now, the political situation. A lot of right-wing or far-right people expressing a lot of hate, popping up, going around, and I mean, they're in the parliament. The hate is in the parliament, so it's hard to escape. And what I see in the far right is a low level of intelligence and a high level of pain. And let me explain what I mean by intelligence in that sense. I'm thinking about intellectual ability to analyze yourself and your situation. So in lack of ability to analyze, for example, who is really taking your jobs or taking your money or making your life good or bad, or who's really in power over you, or who you should really look out for, who's really hurting you. If you have low analytical ability, it's easy to just grab the first group that your leader wants you to hate on. Yeah, it's the Muslims, yeah, it's the women, it's the feminists, it's the homosexuals, it's the Jews, So I see a lot of that, and that made me think that the combination of low analytical ability and high pain is a bad combination, and it's happening right now. And then I moved on to okay, I would like to be, or I personally like to feel that I am in high intelligence and low pain. That's my favorite place, where I feel I'm calm, low pain, and safe, and I feel okay with my health and my body and my practical situation. I have money, food, job, security. And that also makes me kind of be in the high level of intelligence. I can analyze things, I have the calm and energy to take in new information, to understand things, to process calmly. So that's a nice place, I think. So is there low analytical ability and low pain? Yeah, I think so. No problem. So everything started falling apart in this theory when I came to the high analytical ability and high pain, because I thought that, when I was gonna look at that, it was gonna be better or nicer or easier. Yeah, if you're a person with the intellectual analytical ability to evaluate and assess your situation when you're in high pain, there's a greater chance of lowering the pain, because you see what is the problem, what can you do? But by then it just started falling apart. Because there's so much high intelligence and high pain going around. One example is, of course, narcissistic people who can be really smart and analytical and manipulative and articulate and fast and sensitive and very high in pain for themselves and for their surroundings, very pain driven and egotistic. So that's one, no. Also in my family, I have a lot of intellectual relatives who are doctors, engineers, philosophers, teachers, very high on the analytical level, but they are in a lot of pain. Maybe during a whole lifetime. I hear them saying they have existential struggles and guilt, and still they refuse to let go of the intellectual defense mechanisms that keep them in pain. There's no letting go. I have to understand and fix everything with my brain. It's it's stuck in this analytical intelligence. So the pain, it's just there's no release, and that's also a place where you can get stuck. So it turns out it's not even helping. Also looking at myself and my own life, I feel that high pain can function in high analytical intelligence, where I'm like doing this as well. I can get stuck in overanalyzing things. But high pain can also lower my intellectual intelligence and numb out like basic stuff that I know, you know, just back off for a minute, breathe. The high pain of maybe like jealousy is one of my most painful emotions, can totally just lower my intelligence. So that's not always working either. It's also a fact that sometimes high pain can bring your intelligence up because you need to upgrade. I think, for example, that right now the situation with the planet, it's like we're starting to feel the pain of the planet not functioning anymore, but it's not until we really feel the pain of the planet breakdown that we're gonna, you know, level up and rise our level of consciousness and intelligence to deal with the pain of the planet. So somewhere in this I just started seeing like, no, it's not making sense, and there is another level that is the only level to really release pain, and I think that's another kind of intelligence than the intellectual low analytical ability or high analytical ability. Because as one of my friends said a long time ago, you can't fix the heart with the brain. And like this guy, or a non-binary being, said here in the Bible, or you know, so many spiritual leaders, the intellectual analytical ability of the human being is amazing and fantastic, but it can only help you so much. More like of a humble understanding that, yeah, like high or low analytical intelligence isn't what is going to cure our hearts, and that we might need to go to another level of intelligence. Did that make any sense? Yeah. For physical pain though, I'm very happy for painkillers now and then. Not too many, but just to give yourself a break.